Yeah, so what happened yesterday is the boys were they were running around while like they were wanted. We were hiding in Hydra's little cabin up in Sandy. Zolo was wearing an outfit that everyone was like, go change, go change, go change.
Yeah.
But prior to
Yes,
this,
I did. Hey, sorry, 1 second, Patar. Farming has
nobody's.
gotten significantly easier. You'll notice
How's it?
today. Like, yep. Um,
Ooh.
sorry, I was just talking to one of my guys.
Nobody.
Yep. Go ahead.
Prior to all of this, I forgot. They were setting up checkpoints on the highways and everything.
Mhm.
They knew we were up north. So we got caught in Sandy in the clothing store.
Yeah.
I think Zolo made the call to shoot. I didn't have my gun out, so I karate chopped Den in the back of the head when they were about to shoot.
Oh shit! I didn't know you knew karate, dude.
I know karate a little bit. Hi-ya! Ow! My fist. Ay! Yeah. So, boys were shooting the cops. Zoe went down at the clothing store, so they had air one and everything on us almost instantly. We got Ellie and Vinny into a different car. I got Zolo's like injured body out. We changed his clothes and everything. And because the radios, like the range on them are so shit, we didn't even know the boys went down, but they were down by the prison. So Suarez and Vinny got caught. I gave.
Can you run it all back? Why? Where did all this begin?
It's all began in Sandy. Like by the clothing store up there, because we wanted to get Zolo changed. I'll give you like a proper rundown. So starting to this whole situation, me, Zolo, and Ellie were driving up north. They had checkpoints ready for the boys. So they told me get out of the car, this. I gave Zolo keys. I put my gun in the car. They started chasing, like they knew that
we need
they were
more
in the
watermelon.
car, so they wanted them. So I gave them the keys. I'm like, leave without me, because I texted Zolo. So they left. Like things, we were hiding in Hydra's trailer to kind of let things kind of die down.
Okay.
I think we didn't want to bother Hydra and like kind of burn their warehouse, so we were gonna move to my warehouse, but everyone wanted Zolo changed before we moved him to the warehouse, and that's when the PD got back on us. So we shot cops outside of the clothing store in Sandy.
Okay.
Zolo went down while we were shooting cops.
Yeah.
And then that's where the whole chase began. Everyone was on us. The spotlight was following us. We got Vinny and Ellie into a different car. So they went their way, and Suarez got involved.
Wait, is this about to use all of it again?
Took Vinny. Ellie got saved. She was waiting at the hospital. I dropped Zolo near the hospital, and then I went to go back to help Vinny and Suarez, but there's too many cops, and they were already done from the scene by the time. By the time like I got back there. So it was a shit show. And then later on, I hear Ellie on the radio screaming,
Yeah.
hospital right now.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Ellie thought the coast was clear
Yeah.
and took Zolo to the hospital, but the cops were probably waiting there for her. And by the time I made it to the hospital, she was getting cuffed, but she wasn't able to break it, and there was like 50 cops there, and
Okay.
there wasn't really much I could do. So they're all in jail. Suarez and Ellie are getting harboring fugitive, and then Zoe and Vinny got put in for their bounty or for escaping jail. So it was a mess yesterday.
Why did you? Okay, so why did y'all shoot the cop again?
Zolo made the call to shoot the cop.
But we
I
don't
think it was
know
just
why.
more to get away.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it was kind of more to get away because Ellie and Zolo were in the clothing store. Me and Vinny were outside. And then the call was made to shoot the cop.
Yeah,
so,
what's up, Blondie?
Me.
Sorry,
You
I'm
good?
on the phone right now. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Good to
Take
see
care.
you.
See you in a bit.
Daddy out.
yeah. Oh, I guess because we were in an ingot. and I don't think we could have driven them in the ingot, you know?
Gotcha. You got like pull over
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
So we were outside of the clothing store, and they came to come investigate because they saw like masked individuals, you know?
For what?
Because that's where they got VCB'd. Like when I gave Zolo and Ellie my car.
But I know I'm being like, you know, harping on the details, I guess.
No, which is fair. No.
Did they pull over the vehicle thinking it's stolen, or they saw masked individual?
They saw masked individuals. We were parked normally. So, prior to the incident,
I'm so confused. So they saw masked individuals, and then what happened?
Then they came to us, talking to them, but they kind of reversed the car and called backup. Yeah. So they called backup.
Hold on.
And then that's when the call.
So just to be clear, all this is because they saw masked individuals?
Yeah, they saw masked individuals, but
you know
prior to that, I did give them the car like on the highway going up to Sandy. So they had like fugitives on the run.
Yeah, like what I'm trying to understand right now is like what the hell was this all about? You know, you get what I'm saying? Like I get it, you know, cops were shot, etc., like, you know, but like why did it, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like what's happening exactly? Is this like police state now where it's just like, you know, oh dude, there's like, you know, people mask up might be illegal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think because it was like a good 30 minutes after we got the boys out. So
yeah,
they saw masked individuals at the clothing store. I went to like the cops came to talk to us, and then I kind of like chased them on foot to talk to them.
Look at that! It's
and
not
then
going
they were
up
calling
in quality.
like backup on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's because they're like, oh, there's fugitives on the run in this area, and they're checking anyone that was masked up.
What
probably.
The fuck?
Yeah, so
I would really like to know that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's from at least my perspective. That's what it seemed like, but I don't know. Like they just saw us masked up. They saw a car in Sandy, and they came up to it and were like, okay, yeah, these might be our fugitives, you know.
So then, how did Suarez and Ellie get turned in?
So Suarez got caught with Vinny. I found their car broken down and them like face down outside of the prison. So I assume they either ejected or got shot. And then, so that was Suarez and Vinny that got caught there. And then Ellie, I left Zolo's like body with Ellie near the hospital. Yeah. And I assume Ellie thought the coast was clear. Took Zolo into the hospital.
Yeah.
But while she was like carrying his body, they probably moved in on her because when she called for help, I saw her getting arrested outside of like the main entrance of the hospital with Zolo on the
fertilizer concentrate.
Mary, hell yeah.
Because I was gonna go back to see if I could help Vinny and Suarez.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Yesterday was a mess.
Oh, I bought one of these and then it broke. I forgot to make one. Yeah, I mean that's what it sounds like. My brain is like melted right now in terms of how ridiculous all of this sounds.
And it was a good like 15 minutes of like, because when I dropped off Zolo with Ellie, it was a good like 10 to 15 minutes before like she even called for help. So I think the cops were they knew Zoe was down and they just staked the hospital. But I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't able to talk to Ellie, you know?
Oh my god! Yeah, you know that we were told yesterday that they're putting cameras in the clothing stores.
Are they?
Many on the mic.
So maybe that's what it was.
Gaming Dad, thank you the 8 months.
Maybe they saw.
Could have been, yeah.
Oh, because the thing is, they came almost immediately once Zoe went into the clothing store.
The thing that makes it so hard for me to like understand like what's going on with everything is like. I don't know how to put this.
don't they need warrants for those cameras?
I don't think the I think the cops are so stupid that I don't think they understand that. I don't know. It's kind of exhausting. I'm not trying to say anything weird. I want to make that disclaimer before I'm about to say.
Yeah, no, 100%.
These guys are so fucking stupid, okay?
Yeah.
That, like, they're doing shit that's so illegal in order to catch people that are doing things illegal. To the point none of it makes any sense. Like, none of it makes any sense. And the thing is, they're all, like, got their mouth wrapped around Max's dick that, like, I don't think they're even raising an eyebrow. They're just looking at it like, oh my God, he's making our life easier so that we can get arrests and put people away for a long time and, like, you know, get our promotion or whatever. I mean, if you just kind of break down some of, like, the simple things, like, okay, why are there, like, officers that are assuming who people are with masks on and their body type? That's number one. Since when has that ever been a thing? Like, for example, I went up, you know, the amount of times I've been ID'd just this week, and the cops just, like, staring at me and being like, oh, yeah, we've ID'd you in this outfit. Like, how fucking brain dead do you got to be? I've only got a limited amount of clothes, and not to mention there's fucking locals walking around that look exactly like me, but somehow, like, you know, well, you can't shoot up Mission OPD because there's supposedly 1 million cops are over there. But there's only one little Tuggz that looks exactly like this. While simultaneously, these motherfuckers are like I just got dealt with a situation a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Where some cop decided after she got shot to make she's shot, okay? Attempted murder. So she's attempted murder, yet at the same time, she's on the ground bleeding out with gunshot bullets. And calling for my arrest off the ground, right?
I mean, that's
so
what
all
Max
these
did
things
too
are
when he was on the
completely.
ground.
So these things are all completely, like, kosher, and, like, not a single person is batting an eye in the police department. No one's, like, looking at police report and being like, how is it that our own officer is making decisions to call this shit out, and that no one's raising an eyebrow? And I want to make it very clear, I'm not trying to say any weird shit. I'm saying use your, like, common sense. Is that someone has been shot up and you're taking their word for verbatim fact?
Yeah, like when I'm shot, I'm pissed. You know,
I'm not saying, like, they should be, like, you get what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying they're doing anything weird. I'm saying, how are you as the people in the police department not looking at a report and be like, oh, person was shot and they made the call? Like, that is illegal. You cannot, like, that puts everything in question. You get what I mean?
No, 100%.
But
like,
while
even like
simultaneously, if they're putting cameras in clothing stores, how is that legal, bruh?
No, like, you're literally supposed to have privacy while you're changing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of like all common sense have been put on, like, pause. Like,
I think the thing is because, like, everyone's slobbing on Max's, like, dick so much. Like, they don't understand. Like, they view, because especially now that he's the commissioner, right? So he's Daddy Big Boss, right?
Yeah.
So you can't get fired if you do what Daddy Big Boss is saying, you know? Like, there's so much question that comes from him, but none of the cops care because it's Daddy Big Boss saying it, you know?
Yeah, it's like reasonable presumption now. Like, you know, or like, what's it, probable cause? It's like, you know, like, it's not even probable. It's like make-believe land, dude.
Yeah, it's just...
And the problem is they keep leaning on bring it to court, bring it to court. I mean, it's so fucking frustrating because, like...
It's so hard to prove it in court.
It's not even prove it. I don't know. Like, I know I'm pushing the lawsuits and shit like that, but, like, imagine, like, at the very top, it's just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
No, you ain't wrong.
I think, like, genuinely, I kind of blame ourselves, too. I'm going to be honest. Is that, like, we're too lazy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you ain't wrong.
It's on us as well. And I know that's hard to accept. But the fact of the matter, too, is, like, it's not lost on me that, you know, we have a lot of opportunities to bring, like, little shit to court. And unless we bring those little things to court, then the cops just pretty much are getting a green light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
no,
thing
you
is,
ain't
like,
wrong.
I don't think anyone is doing that for like anything. So
I think it's very like
as much
situational
as
because it's like. Sorry, what's that?
I was gonna say, as much as like it sucks to do it, you have to do it. There's no other way around it. I feel. I don't
Yeah.
know. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. I think it's like very because can you take it to court after like you've been processed, or do you have to take it to court while you're being processed?
Well, it kind of depends. Well, I mean, you can bring it afterwards. Like, you can appeal that shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, then again, I say that, but then, like, I'm thinking out loud right now, mind you. So my
I think the
thoughts
issue
might
is
change.
we don't have. Do we have any like good lawyers that we?
Well, the
I
problem
think
is that the
that's-
lawyers are getting fucked.
Are they?
Yeah. I argued my weapon charge, the first one I did. And
Yeah.
that was like the moment I realized how dog shit this police department is. Because like what happened was I got charged with hot gun,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I had evidence that I wasn't involved in some of those things. I waited, and I know I keep bringing this up, but it like literally underlines my entire issue with the police department.
Yeah.
Is I waited. These guys had been trying to put charges on me for like the longest time, to the point that it's
Yeah.
personal and like malicious. Like it's blatantly obvious. But you
Yeah.
know, but the thing is, like, what happened is, so they're trying to catch me for like 3 months, trying to hit me with this, that, and center. They finally catch me red-handed, right?
Yeah.
So now I wait there 2 hours for something, anything, right?
Yeah.
Bring me in for interrogation. Ask me this and that. No, it's just, oh, hot gun. These are the charges. Fuck your evidence. I waited an hour and a half to talk to the cops. I could have said, fuck you, send me up, not guilty.
Yeah.
I waited.
You know what I think the thing
Nothing
is?
came out of it. Nothing came out of it. On top of that, it wasted 2 hours of my lawyer time, and none
Yeah.
of what he did had any value. There wasn't even like, oh, we're going to consider that. Drop one of these 15 charges. Didn't even drop a single one. So it's, and they just said, bring it to the docket. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the cops, like, whenever you're talking to them, they're like, they can't be wrong. They're high and mighty. But I never understood.
Yeah, they're not high and mighty, but they got like fucking the like IQ level of a donut, dude.
Yeah. And I never really understood the CG effect until I got it yesterday.
Yeah.
So, like, yesterday, after they deemed me CG, I was looked like a terrorist just because some of the boys are labeled terrorists, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, because you know they're all like fucking, you know, they're all trying to get their like, you know, look
Like
good in the
promotions?
eyes of their superior, try to get their rank, all that, you know, slob and knob bullshit, dude.
Yeah, because you know, yesterday they pulled me over for quote unquote speeding on the highway, but that like the vehicle was under my name. They wanted the names of my passenger.
Yeah.
So I asked them what speed was I going?
I want to be
speed did
very
you guys
clear,
clock me
chat.
at?
This is
They
all
couldn't
in
answer that,
character, all right?
Because they didn't clock me speeding.
No weird shit in chat, mods.
But they only
Keep
pulled
an
my
eye out.
vehicle over because it was registered to me, and I had two people in the back of my seat that wouldn't identify themselves. But the thing is, like the merit of that traffic stop was there was no merit to it. It was just because that plate, the car was registered to my name, you know?
Yeah. Look, like, even with this whole thing, right? Like,
yeah,
it is not lost on me that the boys literally shot up the entire city council.
Yeah,
and it's on camera. They are fucked. There is no like, you know, there is no delusion of like, and with all
they're
due
getting manslaughter.
They're probably gonna get they're probably gonna get I don't know, but my point is that they're not getting away guilt free, especially with, you know, listen, Mickey seemed like a nice guy, but holy fuck, I don't think that guy put any effort in.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
It was the how was the meeting yesterday?
I think he probably thought about the court case for like a total of an hour. Like his grand plan was, yo, let's, you know, make a plea deal and and give information on Max. Like, what kind of copium is that? Like, imagine like who's gonna be like, yo, by the way, we got we got everything on tape right here. Let's skip the court case that's been like, sped run onto the docket, so it can go up real quickly. Let's go. Now, anyways, my point where I was going with all this was all that shit that I saw happen to my lawyer that day, and what I've seen happening with Pred. They're not even giving the FOIA request in. I had to, Pred had to convince a cop to get him the FOIAs. Like, there's no justice. There's literally no justice. And these fucking cops, they keep crying about dumb shit. Like, oh my God, we just getting shot. They're training us to do this.
No, they are. Like, the other day,
there's
I
no
was helping
leeway.
Chris.
There's no, like, ability for you to, show your innocence. They say send it to the docket into the void. And if you try to argue, you're in the wrong. You're automatically guilty. No, it's fucking, it's bullshit.
Yeah. No, the other day, Chris got ejected from his car. I went to go help him. In the same breath, they were giving me a warning. They're like, leave the area, but I was already getting beat with a baton. So they warned me after I got like, in the same breath, they were beating me while they were warning me to leave the area or they beat me.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I made a book that I'm like, whenever I see a cop like lacking on the like
that's crazy.
Solo Dolo,
yeah.
I made a book saying leave the area. So I'm gonna scream leave the area to them, shoot them, put the book in their pocket, and then it'll have the rest of the message there. It'll be like, oops, I forgot to say the rest. Here you go, get a little taste of your medicine.
It's kind of like if you're treated like a terrorist all the time, why would you not just become a terrorist? You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like I might as well be what they think I am.
Exactly. That Like, you know what's crazy, Patar, is I've been running a good segment of the moonshine for a long time. From like, there was a point where I had like 20 people in my moonshine operation. I had plans to like, little bit of cat and mouse, leave some things here and there. But these motherfuckers like literally will deep throat the littlest breadcrumb and pretend it's like a fucking entire French bread. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I went from like that mentality to like, just realizing that no matter what I do, I'm a terrorist in their eyes. So how can I even remotely give them a little bit?
No, exactly.
Because it will just be completely wholesale swallowed. I mean, the city's become into a police state. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me. And like, I don't know. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what the recourse is though. Like, I don't know how you roll that back. Do you think you think the police department, after this entire thing, and they've got like, the taste of blood, that they're going to just,
they're gonna get worse.
Go back to normality? No. Everything that like first off, I don't think these motherfuckers have been like trained even in the slightest. And this isn't some like refracting bullshit, just to be really clear about this, because I'm kind of popping off right now. Is like everything they do does not even pass common sense. You do not need a law degree to see how bad some of the shit is, because it doesn't pass common sense.
No, you ain't wrong. And I think the only way to fix it is unless the whole city like rises up and overthrows the police. Like even that, like everyone's just gonna be, it's gonna be Sanguine 2.0. Like everyone's gonna be afraid to do anything because they're gonna get put in hut instantly.
I don't think they necessarily would be afraid to do anything. I think it'd be more like they're just gonna start shooting cops at the first instance, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be a repeat of. It's gonna be a repeat of what it was 5 years ago, where the federal government needs to step in and then boom, be like, nah, we can't be shooting cops as much,
Yeah. I mean,
it's gonna be a whole mess.
I think the unfortunate thing is though, like, I don't think they're gonna ever pick up on this. Like
No.
I've sort of like exhausted all my attempts to like even try to have these kind of conversations with officers when like they tried to fucking sue me for recording in public. Like,
But they can
how
put cameras in
brain
changing
damaged do you
rooms?
need to be to like not realize that's not illegal? Like,
Yeah.
if these motherfuckers didn't even read like our most basic laws, how do we expect that they're able to police the streets? I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's like that, and like even today, like a cop didn't pull me over. They didn't do anything to me. Maybe I was being a little rat. Maybe I'm wrong, but he didn't pull me over or anything. I pulled into private property, and I'm like, hey, like I'm on private property. You didn't pull me over. Da 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 da. Being a little ass about it. But he's like, I'm the police. I have jurisdiction anywhere in Los Santos.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't matter
Oh,
if it's
lawful
private
order,
property or
dude.
not.
I made up something out of my ass, dude.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
the thing
fuck?
is, after he said that, 4 cops showed up.
Yeah.
Like four police cars showed up. And like, you know, normal jurisdiction, he'd need whether a warrant or he must have like pulled me over before I went on private property, but
Yeah.
he didn't even want to entertain that. He was just like, nope, I'm a cop. I have jurisdiction anywhere in Los Santos. Doesn't matter.
It's kind of sad hearing this from you too, because like you're also not very unhinged. I'd like to think I'm not unhinged either. Like I get a
Yeah.
lot of shit for it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to. For the longest time, I didn't want to like just blast cops, like you know, over like
Oh, no,
I'm all about meaning, right?
Yeah.
But when there is no meaning to anything, then you are kind of put in a corner where it feels like, you know, like
You're
we said,
forced to
you're
do it.
just gonna, oh, we're pulled over. It makes more sense to now shoot because if I don't, I'm gonna die anyways.
I mean, yeah, no, exactly. Like the thing is, the whole traffic stop yesterday, the whole purpose of that was because the car was under my name, and I was recently, in the eyes of the police, labeled as a CG associate. That's the whole. Because I was asking them, like,
Yeah.
what speed was I going? What was this? Like, what's the reasoning for the traffic stop? All those questions got like they just got ignored. They're like, oh, we don't know. Well, the
Yeah.
whole reason for you pulling me over was for my speeding, but you can't even say what speed I was going, you know?
Wait, really? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So
See, I
the-
mean,
the-
it's those little things that need to be challenged. Like, going back
Yeah.
to the lawyer thing, like, even I was talking to Pred, and, like, he's just, like, contemplating whether to be a lawyer anymore. And it's like, they're all getting burnt out because what's the point of
fighting it, yeah.
fighting anything when they put it into the vacuum and then, like, clearly the ineptitude is, like, all the way at the top where they don't even, I think, genuinely understand what they're doing is illegal, and they're
Yeah.
going off, well, we haven't been punished with lawsuit, so therefore
Yeah.
we'll continue doing what we're doing because nothing is challenging us. And worst case, you shoot
Yeah.
them, they're just gonna know, like, call on the fucking radio or like the first cop that comes, give the entire description. I literally witnessed this in front of me, and
Yeah.
and nothing happened, nothing came about it.
Yeah. But on
I
the
made
like
so
other
many.
hands,
I spent a month putting complaints in,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, the only one that ever listened was Vivian. Guess what? Nothing came out of it.
yeah.
Fucking
But that's the thing.
Cassidy's dumbass, who's now like an undersheriff. I know every
Yeah.
criminal like to glaze him because he doesn't pitch you right away, but the guy's just
Yeah.
as bad because
Yeah.
he will immediately look at you. He's actually the worst that I don't think a lot of us realize that he's worse than a lot of people. So here, the problem with Cassidy, and I'm not trying to hyper focus on just him, but I'm using it as an
Yeah.
example, is
Yeah.
even someone that you might think is good just because you don't see him pit you like immediately type shit,
Yeah.
he's going to be the one that's going to smile in your face, but then,
And then be
literally
a
not do
rat
anything.
in the back end, you know?
Yeah, he's not going to do shit. I
Yeah.
had an officer literally pull a gun on me while I was doing
Yeah.
tow trucking. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
So you tell me, like, what's the recourse exactly?
Yeah. And I guess like from my perspective is if I take it to court, it's just gonna be my word against the police's word, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, you're just saying this because you're mad. Where's the proof?" You know?
Yeah.
So like, I think that's one reason why, like, at least me, I don't take it to court, is because what proof do I have? It's just my
I
word against
mean,
their word, and
maybe it's like
it's
simple
always
things, possibly like yeah, like I
yeah,
don't know. It's tough because the lawyers are slowly disappearing because
yeah,
they can't even get their FOIA. Like, dude, Pred's been trying to get my FOIAs for like a month now,
yeah, and
and
that's the thing.
how can they, if you can't even get that, you can't even go to court.
Yeah, and then maybe that's why they're like, yeah, just take it to the docket, because they know you can't get the FOIA,
Yeah, they're like
and they know it's a
you're gonna get
hassle,
exhausted trying to do it.
and like it's working because I think so many people are so exhausted to even take it to the docket, to take it anywhere, because
Yeah,
it's like, what's the point,
you're kind of like taking a different kind of jail, a more painful one. At least when you
Yeah,
go to jail, it's like, okay, cool, $20,000 fine,
yeah,
you're in there for like 60 months or whatever.
yeah,
But you go try to bring something to the docket, it's like now the lawyer's got to put in all that work, and then you got to put all that work, and the cop
yeah,
just shows up, and what happens at the end of it? They're like, "Oh, my bad, dude."
yeah. Nothing happens. It's like, oh shit, okay, simple mistake at worst, and
Yeah,
then just nothing comes from it.
yeah,
It's not, hey, let's maybe restructure the laws. Maybe the police need to go through trainings. Maybe police need to be upheld to like follow this. No, it's none of that.
yeah.
But I think you're right. With any little thing, I try taking it to the docket, but also like which lawyers can even want to do that after what they've
Well,
been through?
it can't. I, out of the entire crew, I have probably been pushing more things to court than anyone, and I'm burnt out of that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because it's like every time I try, 1 out of 5 times, it can even get remotely close. And like I said, it's because of all these barriers that the police are putting up themselves.
yeah.
Like,
And I think they're using that to their advantage, which is
100%.
why when you're like, hey, I want this, like there was way back in the day, I asked for a bench trial. They said there's no lawyers, take it to the docket. Even though there were lawyers, and I was like, hey, call this person, call that person. They kind of, it's slimy, but they I don't even I think I'm gonna try pushing it. I'm gonna see if I can get like a bench trial. But from my understanding, they, even if there's judges, even if there's lawyers, they just have you push it to the docket
but
instead of
like,
getting a bench trial.
I could understand, like, if it was something serious, right? Like you murdered
Yeah.
someone, or like you're caught super red-handed. I can understand to a degree there being some sort of like, don't
Yeah.
like, why are you wasting our time type shit. But
Yeah.
like when it comes to like even simple shit, you're right. It's just
Yeah,
it's used
take it
as
to the
like a
docket.
crux. Yeah.
Yeah,
Carrot, carrot.
yeah. We'll have to see. I think the only way of fixing it from our perspective is get everyone in the city riled up and
That's not
police
I
the
don't
police.
Yeah, I mean that's why I've been doing this like auditing shit, but it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy that it's clearly pissed off enough of the cops. They've been like shitting on my rights. So what I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing with Pred is because they did this with me, they brought me to civil court, like got summoned to it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about see the problem is though, right? Is I could keep bringing them to civil court over this shit, but that is, I personally believe, based on the impulses I've gotten, that it's only going to be looked at as like, fuck this guy, rather than we might have done something wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Makes sense. It's just
But
I don't know. I think the issue is like everyone wants to impress Daddy Max. Daddy Max is allowing them to do whatever they want.
Yep.
Even bought that
they don't have
helicopter
the
for them.
balls to question anything he does. That's the main
No, because
thing.
they know they'll get fired. They know if they question him, they'll get fired. So it's like, in the
Yeah.
best way, it's like a dictatorship. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It kind of
That's
minimizes
really what it
everything
is.
that we do as well, which is kind of
Yeah.
the reality of things. Minimize as in like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
We'll have to see. I can't lie. I think it's getting to
I'm
that
gonna be
point.
a terrorist, dude.
Me too. What do you want to do for our first terror act?
I'm making a fertilizer bomb, dude.
But like, ooh, I have a lot of materials, so I can supply you with
Oh
materials.
my
for
god,
like,
dude. What
we can
if
put them
I...
on RC cars.
Holy shit. What if we wrap the entire courthouse in a fertilizer bomb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody shows up at court, but the boys don't show up.
And then
they're like,
boom.
oh yeah, they're on the way. And then you blow it up with everyone inside, dude.
I am down. You got enough fertilizer?
I can make some.
Okay, let's get all the fertilizer. I'll even get like RC cars and like drones so that we can just drive them with like fertilizer bombs on them and just blow them up whenever we want.
Dude. Bro, that is fire idea.
Mm-hmm. We'll just drive them everywhere and then just RC car. Let me pick that up.
I got the L. Wait, was the L on this already? It was.
Yeah.
Well,
To be honest, I don't even know if the boys are attending court. I guess they might because Vinny and Zolo got caught.
I don't. Yeah, no, they're definitely attending.
Yeah, they're attending.
Skipping the court case would be.
It'd be dumb.
It'd be very dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to see. You gonna be awake for the court case?
Yeah, 100%. Dude.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll chit chat with Kay and whoever's still out today, see if they have any plans, and we'll kind of go from there, and then boom, bang, bing,
Boom, bang, boom. Okay,
yes,
dude.
sir.
I'll talk to you soon.
If you need anything, Tuggz, let me know, okay?
Will do. Later, do.
Sounds good.
Peace.
Peace.